Flag theory? If you are not familiar with it, let us start with this. Live wherever you want, don't worry about your assets, leave no trace, and pay no taxes. How does that sound to you? Too good to be true? What if we told you that you could fulfill this very promise by implementing the philosophy of perpetual traveling with the help of the flag theory? Don't believe us? Let's go. What is the flag theory? Simply put, flag theory means something self-evident. Go where you are treated best. If more people did this, we would be spared many problems. But governments are always coming up with new measures to put up against the majority of tolerating citizens. The recipe for this to be successful is simple. Plant flags around the world to diversify your holdings. A flag in flag theory is any country that offers you the best service that you use accordingly. This is not to be confused with the kind of flag hunting of some nomads who want to have sexual experiences with people from every country in the world. The idea is that you control your personal and financial affairs to a degree that no government in the world has access to them. Intelligent friends of freedom like you should not suffer from arbitrary measures of individual governments. Rebellion against society? The basic idea is probably the exact opposite of what you grew up with and were brought up with. Don't you remember always being told that you will live your whole life in the country you were born? You will go to school and possibly university in the same country? You will take up a profession in your country of birth? You will maintain all your bank and savings accounts as well as share deposits there? Keep all your money in national currency? You can own real estate only in your home country? Your precious metals or other treasures are safe here? You can have only one passport? If you think so, I hope you live in a utopia, which would be fine. In reality, the world looks much different. Governments tax you endlessly, monitor your every move, tell you how to raise your children, where to invest your money, and constantly devalue or even confiscate it. Even if you think you are living in a good political situation at the moment, the situation can change from one day to the next. Being tied to one place can, without exaggeration, be a life-threatening disadvantage. Any country can overnight become like Russia in the 20s, China in the 40s, Afghanistan in the 80s, or Argentina in the 2000s. Why you should use flag theory? The flag theory is indeed an application of the philosophy of perpetual traveling, but this does not necessarily mean that you always have to travel. Many people don't want to live a nomadic life, and that's perfectly legitimate. The strategies of the flag theory do not require this either. Instead of traveling to 30 countries every year, it can be completely sufficient to choose 3 good countries and enjoy your life there on the spot. In case you forgot, go where you are treated best. How to choose the places where you'll be treated best, you'll find out when you keep watching. If you are looking for information about life in specific places, have a look at our website. Perpetual traveling is abbreviated as PT for permanent tourist or prior taxpayer. Former taxpayer on a permanent trip around the world. Does that sound promising to you? Then the flag theory is the solution. Now, consider 2 variations of the flag theory that will show you how best to manage your affairs by going international. First is the original 3-flag theory by Harry Schultz, and second, the 5 flags theory by W.G. Hill. The original 3-flag theory's inventor, Harry Schultz, based the 3 flags theory on 3 central principles. 1. Be a citizen where foreign income is not taxed. 2. Have your businesses and assets in stable tax havens. 3. Live as a tourist in a country where your activity is valued. Let's take a closer look at these 3 principles. 1. Be a citizen where foreign income is not taxed. There are 3 types of taxation that governments apply to their subjects: territorial, residence, and citizenship taxation. Territorial taxation means that only your income coming from sources in the country where you live is taxed. Any income you earn in other countries is not taxable locally. For example, Singapore citizens can earn money anywhere in the world without paying Singaporean taxes. So, income from a rental property in Spain is taxable for them in Spain at most. Residency taxation means that you pay taxes where you live. Many countries use a version of the 183-day principle for tax liability. If you live in a country for more than half a year, your worldwide income is taxable. However, if you live in a country for less than this period, you will not be considered a resident and will no longer have to pay taxes. Citizenship taxation is fortunately only implemented by 2 countries so far, the United States and Eritrea. Citizenship taxation means that no matter where you live, your income is taxed by your home country. You can only escape taxation by renouncing your citizenship. This is why the issue of second passports is so tempting, especially for U.S. citizens. They have to pay worldwide income to the IRS at normal rates no matter where they live. Being blessed with American parents abroad or born to foreign parents in the States can thus quickly prove to be a tangible disadvantage. In the case of Eritrea, a small war-torn country in East Africa, the situation is less dire. Eritrea taxes its citizens worldwide at 2% on their income, but can hardly enforce this anyway due to a lack of resources. 2. Have your businesses and assets in stable tax havens. Because your foreign income is not taxed by your nationality, you can now set up businesses in zero or low-tax countries where you do not have to pay taxes. Often, low-tax countries are recommended because zero-tax countries are increasingly under international pressure and have to make various concessions. If you live in a tax haven or travel around as a perpetual traveler, you can avoid paying any taxes on your hard-earned income. Countries where this is possible include the Cayman Islands, British Virgin Islands, Belize, Nevis, Seychelles, and even Hong Kong. Offshore ventures often do not have to pay taxes there. Often, you even avoid having to prepare a balance sheet. Another possibility is to form a flow-through entity, for example, a US LLC or UK LLP. US LLCs are disregarded entities by the IRS and profits flow straight onto you. If your main residency is in a tax-free or territorial tax-free country, you will not be tax liable on all of the profits. Flag theory not only saves you money, but also valuable time. 3. Live as a tourist in a country where your activity is appreciated. This is where the philosophy of perpetual traveling comes into play. Perpetual travelers are also known as permanent tourists because they have no formal residency in any one place. They are classified as a tourist in any country, even if they live in a country for 3 to 6 months a year. With a first-world passport, you can easily enter the most attractive countries in Europe, America, and Asia, and live there between 3 to 6 months. In addition, tourists are usually treated much better than locals. For example, you can often get your VAT refunded when you leave the country without ever having to pay income tax. If you don't want to just travel but want to enjoy your life in one place, you also have several options. Many livable countries in Latin America and a few in Asia, for example, make obtaining permanent residency status very easy and do not tax income earned abroad. The next step, the 5 flags theory. For your further diversification, we recommend the 5 flags theory by W.G. Hill, who added 2 more flags to the original flag theory. 1. Passport or citizenship of a country that does not tax foreign income or control your actions. This aspect of the flag theory remains the same, but adds that no state in the world should restrict your freedom of action. For example, U.S. citizens must obey many of the laws of their home country even when abroad. The U.S. passport is the worst one to have, according to flag theory, because of this and foreign taxation. 2. Permanent residence in a tax haven. This means that you provide yourself with a fallback base from which you can control your stateless life. By obtaining permanent residency status in a country that doesn't tax foreign income or no income at all, you can truly live tax-free. 3. Business location, where you earn your money, preferably in a tax haven. In this country, you register your offshore company and have your salary paid out. Since it should be a tax haven, it will not tax your income or only marginally. Since you have followed the first 2 principles of the flag theory, neither your home country nor the country where you permanently reside will tax your income. Optimally, this is a small, unknown country that has neither the interest nor the ability to make your life difficult. 4. Wealth refuge, where your money is, preferably without capital taxes. You may prefer to have your assets in a country other than the one where your company is registered. After all, you want a very stable country with an effective legal system that guarantees the safety of your assets. 5. Playgrounds where you can enjoy your life, preferably without sales and value-added taxes. Even if you live in a country without income taxes, you may have to pay high value-added or other sales taxes. For example, Malaysia is a good choice for the first 3 flags according to the flag theory, but comes with high sales taxes and expensive goods. So, you better buy your toys in a country where shopping is cheaper. How to maximize your freedom with the flag theory. Planting flags in as many countries as possible maximizes your freedom. Just as you wouldn't put your assets into one stock, you shouldn't rely on one country alone. International diversification is the key. Flag theory is the lock. Perpetual travelers travel often, but don't have to travel full-time to enjoy the benefits of flag theory. You can start your internationalization slowly and continue as you please. At the end, you will be stateless. To be stateless means, in another term, to be a citizen of the world. You do not belong to a single state, you belong to yourself. The flag theory can help you to maximize your freedom and to make more of your money and your time. If you want to find your optimal solution, you can find us below. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more.